Tonight on Shattered.
I think my chance of winning is probably as good as either of the other two.
You're looking a lot better.
Yeah, I'm out of it.
I can win. I can win.
He's going to conk out in 2 minutes.
I can win if I can get my concentration back.
It's mine, or yours.
Better believe it, brother.
Welcome to the final of Shattered. Tonight, we're going to be revealing Britain's ultimate endurance champion. Last Saturday, we put 10 people in the Shattered lab. Now, only 3 remain. They've endured an incredible 178 hours of sleep deprivation. Now, there's something you need to know about tonight's show. We already have a winner. I don't know who it is, they don't know who it is, and we'll find out who it is at the end of the programme. Their final challenge was a sleep-off. At 4:45 this afternoon, we put them all to bed, and the last person who fell asleep will later be crowned Shattered champion. Now remember, in Shattered, sleep means closing your eyes for 10 seconds or more. Here they are now. They've been asleep since the sleep-off. It's time to wake them up. Here they go. Oh, lovely. There we go. All really happy there to be awake. Wonderful. OK, so who is going to be the winner? Is it Claire? They call her the Terminator, but she's been suffering all day. Is it Chris? Chris is the comeback kid. Did he find the inner strength to make it through to the end? Or is it Jonathan, our psychiatrist? Oh, there he goes. Lovely shot there, Jonathan. All week, we haven't had a clue how he's kept himself going. So what is his strategy and has it worked? How did they get themselves to this point? Let's find out what happened last night. In last night's live elimination challenge, Jonathan pipped Jimmy to the post in a time perception challenge by just 0.06 of a second. Jonathan held on to his nerve and his place in the lab. Jimmy, sorry, you're eliminated.
Oh my God, who's it? Who is it?
Oh, well done, big guy.
Oh, that was horrible.
Where's Jimmy? Oh my goodness, what number did you get?
I thought Jimmy had won. I thought Jimmy had won, and it was
Jimmy,
really
you were not
embarrassing.
he was 2 point. You were not 0.4.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can do this.
Oh.
Yes. Oh my God.
I can't believe that. What? Oh my God, we're in the final.
We're in the final.
We are in the final.
We're in the last day.
To endure over 160 hours of sleep deprivation requires incredible willpower and determination. With the end of the competition in sight, the 3 surviving participants will try almost anything to keep sleep at bay. Claire has been tensing her toes and deliberately causing them to spasm in the hope that the pain will invigorate her. She is sharing her tactic with Chris and Jonathan.
Oh, yes, I can get cramps in my legs. Oh. It's funny to think that quite a lot of people you know will be watching you.
I know, yeah.
It's really peculiar. You can do it so quickly.
Yeah,
I know, she's good at it. She's an expert now.
Well, me and my brother have always used to do it. Well, watch it.
What kind of a masochist are you, though? I mean...
It's really bizarre. We see who can have the longest muscle spasm.
I used to hate muscle spasms. I used to,
but
like,
it doesn't actually hurt that much. It's just my toes. Oh. Ah. Ah.
All right, I'm going to do it. Here we go. Finger left hand.
You don't want to get yourself leg cramps. That's the problem.
Oh, isn't that nice? Sweaty sock.
Oh, I had that as well. It's great, isn't it?
And push your other foot. That's it. And hold it really tense.
How do you avoid the leg if you're doing that?
Huh?
How do you avoid the legs?
Ow. Ow. Oh, God, here we go.
You keep your ankle joint loose.
Ow. Ow. Just gotta go. There you go. Go back. Go back. My toes are stuck and they don't hurt anymore. Go back.
Oh, I've damaged myself beyond repair.
Midnight in the lab means it's time for night school. This is Tony Swanson. He's a Tai Chi instructor.
What we're going to do, we're going to start off just doing some movements with the feet. Now, one of the things we want you to understand is the weight distribution on the feet.
Tai Chi is a centuries-old Chinese discipline. Slow-moving actions, designed to harmonise the body and mind, are thought to promote focus and clarity.
Up, back, round.
With only 21 hours to go, it may help prepare the participants for the battle ahead.
A lot of people say it's a physical thing, but I believe it's more of a mental thing. If you can believe you can do it, if you're really that determined, you will do it. No doubt about it. So I'm just using determination.
Circle, drawing off. Now, as you step in, the right hand comes over the top. Now again, around the ball, drawing off the ball. Now, as your fingers are coming up...
You have to have a sort of positive mental attitude towards, although it's a horrible cliche, towards actually winning and sort of visualise yourself, I suppose, winning, which I don't think is particularly that easy for me. I don't really know why, but I suppose that's the kind of stuff you kind of want to work on. But just imagining yourself winning and thinking, you know, you're going to put everything into it and being determined.
Try to keep the elbows lower. So when you're doing these movements, you don't want the elbows up here. You want the elbows down. So when you're turning the hands or doing anything with the hands, the elbows are slightly lower, so you're getting this action.
Of all the participants, Chris has suffered most at the hands of sleep deprivation. He's experienced some of the more extreme symptoms of sleep loss, such as hallucinations and slurred speech. 30 minutes into the class, Chris appears to be struggling again.
I do still feel them kind of coming when I get really down. So, you know, it could happen quite easily, you know. It is definitely a constant battle.
One, up, coming down, circle the hands, stepping forward, right hand over the top.
You know, it wouldn't be the same if I just, you know, walked in and took the 97,000. I haven't come this far to lose.
Turn, draw back, take the hands out, step and cross. Okay?
The trio have now been sleep deprived for 164 long hours. It's time for one of them to face the final You Snooze, You Lose challenge. All three of the participants are eligible to take the challenge.
Tonight's You Snooze, You Lose challenge is an incredibly boring lecture. It will last for 1 hour. Remember, the aim is that the person stay awake.
You'd rip it from them.
I really want to... Sorry, can...
You really want to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Do you want to...
You're more than welcome to do it if you like, but you sure you're all right for doing it?
Yeah.
Did you want to do it at all? Or?
Oh, no more.
No, seriously.
You know, if nobody else did, I would. But if he's very keen, not bother.
Go for it then.
Of the three, Chris has suffered the biggest sleep-induced slumps by far. It's either extraordinarily brave of him to volunteer or very foolhardy. Like drunk people, tired people can have misplaced confidence in their own abilities and are more likely to take risks. Not only could he lose money, but Chris could sap his energy reserves, ruining his chances in the competition. 6 days ago, Chris and the other participants received exactly the same lecture. Not only is it dull, he's heard it all before.
First of all, I'm going to draw you some examples of triangles that can be classified by their sides. And they can be described in 3 ways. I'll start with a scalene triangle. Best example I can give you is with a straight, flat base.
I decided I was going to laugh and laugh and laugh. And this was what was going to get me through it. So I decided to make up quite a few selection of different laughs. And show them to him.
Next section I'll move on to is the congruence of triangles. The congruence of triangles. To demonstrate the fundamental relationships between the lines and angles of triangles, we need some methods of proving that triangles are congruent. Congruent triangles are identical. If two triangles can be laid one on top of the other perfectly, they're said to be identical. And the symbol for congruence...
Chris's laughter can be heard in the medical room.
I don't know what he's doing. Oh, bless his cotton socks. Bless them. Okay, he's lost the plot.
After 60 fun-filled minutes, the joke's over.
By Jingo, Christopher,
I was
you've
having
done it.
so much fun.
Out you go, Christopher.
Nutcase.
Chris, go on up there so they can cover it.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Any idea how easy that was?
Really? Just... Oh,
Do you know what? I was laying right back on it as well. And just...
What, were you just laughing randomly?
Do you know what? I think I've just got my confidence back, and all of a sudden I'm back in the zone.
OK, so that was last night. Since then, Chris, Claire and Jonathan have spent the day psyching each other out. Coming up, the participants talk tactics. We'll see you after the break. Some noise. Welcome back to the final of Shattered. 3 people have made it through to the end. They've been deprived of sleep since last Saturday, but who is going to win? There's Chris, there's Claire, and there's Jonathan. In 40 minutes, one of them is going to be walking away with the best part of £100,000. Before that, here's what happened since this morning. Over the past 48 hours, Chris has been locked in a never-ending battle with his eyelids. A battle he has been in danger of losing. But with 17 hours to go until they reach the finishing line, he's back.
Good lady. I hear we are soon to be married.
Oh, never.
Well, we are. And I've come to taste the goods.
That's rude. That's so...
What's this? How dare you, wench!
Wench! Ah! Come on then, come on, have it. Back of the net.
You sound like a complete slapper.
Yep, he's like, now, I'm gonna go!
My confidence has just come back completely, and I'm feeling massively different from it. I'm just fully charged.
Claire and Jonathan don't appear to appreciate the new energised Chris. While he records a video diary in the medical room, they discuss him in the garden.
Oh, see, now Chris is just making me want him to lose the way he's acting. I don't like it when he is like this.
What? Over enthusiastic?
He's just acting like all kind of like really stuck up about it and everything, and I'm just like, I'm in it to try my best, and I reckon that my best I could win. And he's like, oh well, you know, I'm definitely going to win now.
I'm prescient. I have seen I can
Exactly,
win, and
yeah.
before I pressed the button, I knew I was going to beat. Yeah. I suppose that his way of it's just his way of dealing with thinking about it.
I'm just unstoppable, basically.
Claire, Jonathan and Chris have one final hurdle lying between them and the grand prize, the sleep-off. It's the final elimination challenge. Each of them will be tucked up in bed, and the last one to drop off will walk away with the money. With just hours to go, they discuss tactics.
So is this where we, like, all now think about our individual
strategies?
Yeah. This is where the group turns into the three.
I told you one of mine, though.
No, I know.
So you've got to tell me one of yours.
Mine was singing.
I don't think you're allowed.
To speak.
No, I don't
That's
think
the
you're allowed
thing.
to speak. You can sing in your head.
All I thought about was just basically inflicting pain on myself, but none of my methods were anything like your muscle spasm one.
Oh, that's my team one as well.
But then again, you're pretty damn good at it, and I'm not. And surely there's got to be only, a certain amount of times you can do it
Well,
without
like I said,
causing damage.
No, not at all.
No,
you can
it
do
doesn't
it
cause
often as
damage.
you can.
What, you think to lie there in a bed and give yourself repeated muscle spasm?
No, you
Well,
might be
the
able
thing
to.
is you could do one foot, and you could do the other foot. And there's other... bear in mind, I've been on, like, a police course, and I know where all the pressure points are. The whole of your body.
Well, there we go. I think it's also a mental thing as well. We need to keep ourselves mentally active.
Mm-hmm.
As well as physical.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried. Well, I am worried, but I'm trying not to.
The group have been severely sleep deprived for 170 hours, and without exception, they are all feeling the strain. They compare symptoms over their final breakfast in the lab.
Is there any consolation? I feel tired now.
No, there's tired and then there's body taking over.
Are you alright at the moment?
No, it's fine.
It's the heating, isn't it? I've got a feeling here.
I've left asleep.
Do you not get... I'm not, but you get a feeling here. Tiredness.
No, I don't particularly. I get just a wish to kind of put my head back and sleep, essentially.
It's time for the last round of science tests. And even Claire, who has displayed amazing stamina over the whole of the competition, is finally feeling the pace.
It still hurts.
There we go, I'm fine. Did you see that? Did you see how fine I am now?
Yeah.
I'll get up. There's nothing wrong with me now.
Next up, it's Chris. The sleep is scientifically verified, and it's another £1,000 deducted from the prize fund.
No. John's my biggest competition.
Maybe you should come out.
I was in here on the computer test, and basically I closed my eyes by mistake. Now the alarm went off, and I couldn't believe the tone of his voice.
Because you're going to fall asleep on the reaction test.
No, I won't.
You're guaranteed to.
It's obviously because he thinks it's his money and he's going to win. And I mean, the guy's arrogance just kills me. Guys, listen, I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
I literally closed my eyes to count, okay, and I actually forgot that it was still on.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm really sorry about that.
All right.
No, seriously, that's cool.
I won't do it again, okay?
No, that's cool, don't worry.
Don't worry, all right? I won't do it again, I promise.
If Chris is going to be like this when we go to bed,
He's not going to do very well.
he's going to conk out in 2 minutes.
We all are like, oh, wow, look at that nice John. Oh, such a nice guy. And today he's manipulative, conniving, selfish. I cannot believe how much this guy has changed overnight. I think people's behavior is changing because of money.
Yeah, pretty hard stuff there. OK, so joining me now for the final time is our shattered psychiatrist, Dr. Gareth Smith, and sleep expert Neil Stanley. Guys, looking at that, it's incredible how the opinions of people have turned around. It's obviously based on how they're starting to flag. Let's start with Claire. I mean, and talk us through their individual states of mind, Gareth.
OK. Claire today was becoming increasingly paranoid about everything around about her, taking things to heart. And she had a bit of an argument with Jonathan about who could spend the prize money the best, or what they were going to spend it on. She wants to spend it on a nan. Jonathan wants to buy a house abroad.
Yeah.
And Claire's thought her idea was more worthy, I think. And as a result, they began to spark off one another.
Yeah, which is so strange, because that's a conversation I had with all of them a couple of days ago, and they all said, you know, they went through and said, you know, how they'd like to spend their money, and obviously there wasn't a problem with Jonathan.
No, absolutely not. They've all got their goals in sight at the moment. You know, they can see the finish line and they're aiming for what they want to do, and they're becoming more isolated since the last elimination last night when Jimmy went. It's gone from a group to 3 individuals, and that's affecting them all. Really, they're all becoming paranoid.
Okay, well, I mean, Chris certainly there sounded quite paranoid, right?
Yeah, and my explanation to them was, well, Jonathan hasn't changed from yesterday to today. You're just all really, really tired, and it's just you're misinterpreting what people are saying. But they couldn't really get that when they were on their own.
Yeah.
And it's that's clear. Jonathan is isolated, I think, and it continues to be isolated. I think that's been his tactic all the way through. He's being quite analytical of the others and what they're doing and watching them, and it didn't help him today, to be honest. He sat there playing patience on his own, and whilst the other two were bitching about him, basically.
But then again, it's quite strange for us to sit here, because we can't really judge, because whatever gets them through, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever gets them
OK, and just a word about Chris. So how's he doing?
Chris took a dip, came back out of it again, and was easily talked around that, you know, it was just a state of mind that he was in. It was just to do with his tiredness. He was misreading body language, misreading how people were.
But there's a fair bit of paranoia there, it's fair to say.
Yeah.
And this behaviour, by and large, is to do with the fact that we're just so close to our end, and they can see that end in sight?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they can see it, they're running for it. And it's like that final sprint in a marathon. You know, who's going to make it, and they don't know. And that was what was putting them all on edge today.
Neil, your big discoveries from this week, because you must have just been turned on, I guess, by what you've been seeing here.
Absolutely. I mean, that might be sad to say, but, you know, this is rewriting the textbook about sleep deprivation. So many things that we had preconceptions that would happen.
Yeah.
They haven't been clumsy. They haven't made bad judgments. They haven't sort of ended up in the garden thinking they're going to the toilet or done stupid things. They've held it together remarkably, and they really have motivated themselves to get through extreme tiredness. To see Chris go to hell and back 2 days ago, and he's still here at the end. And the other thing is that we've shown that libido certainly does not increase with sleep deprivation, as all the papers were saying.
There is no sexiness in that place whatsoever.
At all. No.
So, you know, we've learned many things that, you know, because in the past sleep deprivation studies were one person in a science lab. We've had a mixed group. They've been able to bounce off each other. They've had the motivation of money, and they've had the motivation, I think, of their own private Everest. I mean, the money's become important today, but up until now, it's just been about themselves getting through it.
Yeah, there's been some very proud people there.
Yeah. And I think the other thing is different from other reality shows where it's based on personality. You could not judge who of these guys was going to get through.
Yeah.
You know, some of the stronger, in inverted commas, personalities went quite early on. And, you know, whoever had that X factor, we'll just have to wait and see who it is, really.
Sure.
You know.
Gentlemen, for the last time? Thank you for your silence. OK, the end is in sight for Jonathan, Claire and Chris. After the break, the Terminator finally begins to struggle. Don't go away. Welcome back to the final night of Shattered. In just a short time, we'll be revealing the winner. 3 people are left, and they've been sleep-deprived since last Saturday. That is 1 whole week. Now, they've used every ounce of willpower to make it to the end. But even now, Claire, the Terminator, is struggling. This is what happened when they hit the home straight. It's 7 days since the group had a proper night's sleep. In 10 hours, one of the 3 participants will walk away with the prize. The others will walk away with nothing. Jonathan has told Claire that if he won the money, he would buy a holiday home.
John's real.
You're telling me?
He's suddenly turned from a nice psychiatrist, interesting person, to a spoiled brat, public school boy.
It's the money.
So, it's my money or yours.
Better believe it, Bubba.
I thought he was nice until then.
No, I'm confused because he was, like, being really funny. And he's like, oh, well, you know, he says, you know, how about being young and not really needing the money and stuff. And he's like, well, I can get a place abroad. I'm like, I haven't been on holiday for 5 years. You know, I haven't been able to go away, I haven't been able to do anything. And all you want is a place abroad. I don't want him to win the money.
He's not going to. Trust me, he's not going to.
I'm suspicious of him. Psychiatrist. About an hour ago, I was thinking, okay, you know, if I don't get through this, fair enough. Now I'm just thinking, this is why I've got just like this.
Whatever we do, don't wind him up, okay?
Huh?
We can't give him anger. We can't motivate him by
I believe him to believe that I'm feeling really crap. When I say go into it, I'm saying I'm going to fall asleep in the next 2 minutes, and you say,
let's do that, let's do it.
You sound like I'm going to fall asleep in the next few minutes.
That's such a good idea.
Evil I am.
Yeah, you and me both.
It's just like...
There we go.
Oh, it's just so upset.
Hey, feeling good after that shower?
Oh, God.
Brilliant.
I almost fell asleep in that game.
Really?
You're looking a lot better.
Sorry?
You're looking a lot better.
Yeah, I'm out of it.
Oh.
That's it.
Good game.
Yep. There's only a matter of time. I hope I stay out of it.
The end is in sight for the 3 remaining Shattered participants. After 173 hours of sleep deprivation, they only need to keep going for another 9 hours. But after 2 days spent helping Chris cope with extreme tiredness, Claire is in need of some help herself.
I've lost my eyes completely.
Have you?
Eyes in my head. There's nothing I can do.
Claire?
Yeah?
You've got time.
No, how can I can't do anything. I've run around, I just can't seem to get out of this little hole.
But, Claire, this little hole isn't probably going to be a hole in an hour. In an hour, you're going to be in a different situation.
See, look, I'll focus on that bit of white bit down a second. There. Watch my eyes. I don't know whether they're going, but I certainly can't see very much anymore.
But in a couple of hours, I won't be here anymore. Seriously, it's a low. It's like any low. You're going to come up again. Yeah?
Fair, when will I regain eyesight?
You don't need eyesight, do you?
Yeah, but if I close my eyes, I will be very tempted to sleep.
Chill out, okay? Alright, just chill out, please. Alright?
I not enjoy today, which is a shame. I'd prefer to have gone out last night than I would have today.
Okay, well, you know...
Yeah. No, well, but then to have a chance of winning is worthwhile.
Well, no, because I don't think I stand much of a chance.
Well,
a second.
No, you need to sort this out, Claire. Listen, stop it, okay? I'm getting the eyes. I'm getting the drunken feelings that you're getting. Okay? God, I'm getting it again too now. Oh. Sing time, come on. Yeah? Wait a minute, you haven't finished yet? You haven't finished yet. Come back.
So, we started this week with a prize fund of £100,000. Now, for the last time, I'm going into the lab to tell the 3 remaining participants how much one of them is going to walk away with tonight. Here we go. Hello!
Hello,
Oh, bless you all. Oh, how are you?
Tired?
Yeah.
Oh, dear, good.
Okay, how's your sleep?
Wait, it was better than 2 hours, but yeah, it was all right.
Okay.
It was okay.
All right, guys, this is it. All week you fought against sleep. It's the prize fund as high as you possibly can. You've done a brilliant job. Yesterday it stood at £97,000. As you know, each illegal sleep costs £1,000. Anything you want to tell us, Chris?
Nope.
Okay, let's take a look. Okay, sorry about that. That's obviously going to cost you £1,000. But earlier on today, we gave you one final chance to win back £1,000. It was the Weary versus O'Leary at table football, or foosball. This is what happened.
Kick off.
First to 10 points wins here. Oh, the Weary scores.
Come on.
O'Leary equalises. The Weary keep possession. They are playing a beautiful passing game.
Ooh.
Lucky, very lucky. Oh, O'Leary just can't get near it. This is relentless.
Gee. Oh, well deserved.
The Weary are dominating here.
Oh, that was too close. Oh, hey.
O'Leary sneaks in the consolation goal. Oh, too little, too late for O'Leary.
To the Weary. One more.
I think it's all over. Yeah, it is now. You're good. Yeah, you are good, and I'm really bad, and congratulations because you did cream me. Which means you now have a final total prize fund for Shattered, which stands at £97,000. You should be very proud of yourself, incredible. However, only one of you is going to walk away with the money tonight. So who's it going to be? Earlier today, Chris, Claire and Jonathan faced the final elimination challenge. The rules were simple. The last one to fall asleep wins. We'll find out who that winner is after the break. Don't go away. Welcome back to the final part of Shattered. At the start of the show, we woke up our three finalists, Chris, Claire and Jonathan, live on air. They've been asleep since 3:45 this afternoon when we set them the final challenge, the sleep-off. It's time now to find out who the winner is. Chris, Claire and Jonathan, will you please join me in the elimination room for the final time? Face this way. I love the fact you're in your pyjamas.
So do I.
OK, guys. This afternoon, you took part in the final sleep-off. The rules were very simple. The last one to fall asleep would be crowned the winner of Shattered and walk away with all the money, all right? Sleep, as you well know, means closing your eyes for 10 seconds or more. The lights in the lab were turned off. There was complete silence, and you were put to bed. Ready to find out the result?
Yeah, why not?
Here's what happened.
Good luck. The challenge will start when the lights go down.
Love you. So proud. Okay? Absolutely. You fell asleep within a quarter of a second of each other. It was absolutely incredible. 29 minutes, 51 seconds. Jonathan, you just went first. You lasted 2 hours before you fell asleep. Congratulations. I mean, it's just astonishing result. Now I have to interview you. All right?
Yes,
So, how'd you do it?
I was singing to myself quite a lot, and I was playing blinking games with my eyes.
Yeah.
So if I was like singing a song, I'd like blink and change the song.
You sung the song and blunked for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Lovely, good. Any specific, 3 long song or several different songs?
A lot of songs, but Will Young, Light My Fire, because I had to sing it a few days before, kept coming into my head.
So if Will Young's watching this...
I owe you one.
Yeah. And how? I mean, it really is incredible. Talk us through your sort of... I mean, did you have tactics for the week?
No, just to conserve my energy, really, and to try and keep going. And if I had, like, any lows, just dig myself out of it as quickly as I could. But
today, like, up to today...
I was ruined.
But up to today, you've been, like, flying, and then today, you were absolutely exhausted, weren't you?
I can't believe... Because I absolutely thought that I wouldn't last a second as soon as I hit the bed. But for some reason, I just seemed to wake up as soon as I got into the bed. And towards the very end, I remember I was dying for the toilet, which kind of kept me going for a really long time.
The bladder always shows you the way.
It wasn't good. But keeping really tense, so that if you did start to nod off, you start relaxing, so you'd realise that you're going to nod off. That's what I did as well.
Obviously, as the week went on, it became more important for all of you to win. And how important was it?
It was really important. I'm one of these people that have quite a challenging head, so if I have a competition, I do like to try and win it. In fact, no, I do like winning it. So I kind of... It was really important for me, and it was really important because I kept thinking about my family and what it could do for my family and stuff.
OK. We're getting a little bit, guys, here. Very lazy cameraman. Jonathan, you've been great all week. What happened today?
Over the earlier part of the day, I think everyone was completely knackered. And we were kind of wandering around like in a zombified state for quite a lot of the day, and sort of would run and have to go to the water. I think just before the test, I think the amount of adrenaline we had going around our system kind of perked us all up. Otherwise, I don't think we would have been able to last 5 minutes, let alone 30.
Chris, you went to hell and back about 50 times per day. How did you last, buddy?
I don't know, I just kept going, I guess.
Yeah. OK.
Simple as that.
Claire, congratulations. £97,000. What are you going to spend it on?
I don't know. I'm going to help a lot of my family.
OK.
My brother and sister, and I don't know. I'm just going to bank it and be sensible with it.
Claire, shattep champion.
Well done, man.
Incredible journey. We have learned we're given enough motivation and pressure. People can push their mind and their body to the very limit. And you cannot function when you're deprived of sleep. We spend 1/3 of our lives asleep. So you know it's important. Keep watching.
Hey, look at this.
Oh,
This is great.
What have I let myself in for?
Stand by, breathe! Just don't, all right?
Help me, God. Oh.
Let's count P.
I saw her lips move, and I heard the words, and I said, what?
Stretching out.
I just can't go on like this, Chris. I can't do this.
Are you gonna let it naked?
Why is Dean laughing? She is the Terminator. She is a Terminator.
No matter what, I will win it. I have to.
Look how heavy my eyelids are.
I want to go to bed. I'm gonna go home.
He's so present in all the world for her.
You're just a moany, stupid cow.
But he can't shut up.
3, 2, 1.
are you doing?
That was tiring.
Well, I'm back, guys. I'm actually back.
Never.
You sound like a complete slapper.
It's scary because anyone can win. I know, it's not very nice. I lost my eyes completely.
You're both looking really, really awful.
I think he's a...
The people that are left in the house now are very strong-headed people. Of course, I'm actually going to go on to win it for all the girls. I'm definitely here to win.